For those who debate over whether or not students should be all in school or allow teachers to stay on the current distance learning model, there is another side to this. Private and some charter schools have been in person since the beginning of this school year. Dr. John Walz is with Rochester Catholic Schools. How are things, Dr. Walz, in our local Catholic schools? And talk about kind of navigating this pandemic since September.
Well, Ms. Singer, thank you for your time today, and we're really happy to be able to talk about not just Rochester Catholic Schools, but the great work being done across the board by private schools and public schools to keep our students engaged. We have been blessed with our devoted community to keep our K-8 students in face-to-face learning since the beginning of the year, and we've been doing the same at the high school level. When our Rochester number of COVID cases climbed dramatically around the Thanksgiving holiday, we went to more of a hybrid model at the high school level, but on February 1st, next week, we go back to face-to-face learning, and we're extremely excited about that opportunity.
And when we talk about the achievement gap, mental health issues, kids who are really struggling and their families are struggling to do the at-home learning, how has that been within more of the private sector? How long have the high school students been away, did you say? I'm sorry.
So we went to a hybrid model in the early December period. And so then we had the 2-week break over the Christmas holiday. We've had finals last week, and now we're getting back at it February 1st. And it's really an opportunity to bring our community together. This has been extremely hard, not just on our teachers and our students, but all the new teachers, our parents who are at home helping our kids through distant learning. And we feel very blessed to have the opportunity to have the vast majority of our kids in face-to-face learning and now going back to face-to-face learning at the high school level.
What do your teachers tell you? What do you hear when you have to switch to a hybrid model and then switch back to in-person learning? I know that there are a lot of concerns, a lot of facets to this, and from a teacher's perspective, it's different because kids so oftentimes, as we continue to hear, have been asymptomatic, and there are teachers who understandably have a hard time with being in person. I mean, these are close quarters and small rooms.
You're absolutely right. There's so many facets to this, but I will tell you that our teachers love having the kids present, and we have done everything we can to keep both our teachers and our students safe. We have learned in the medical community that masking is imperative to decreasing the transmission of this disease. Social distancing is imperative to decreasing the transmission of the disease, and regular cleaning of work surfaces and contact surfaces is also very important, and we're doing all those things at Rochester Catholic School.
How is the achievement gap? Because I know I had one of my sons doing at-home learning, and then my other son was in person. They're on different grade levels, obviously, and so it really does depend on the students. But overall, you just had finals, how are the students doing?
So our students are incredibly resilient, and not only do the teachers love having them there, but they love being in school together. And I will tell you, as a product of Catholic school, there are very few days that I said, man, I want to go to school. But in this setting, the kids really look forward to the camaraderie. And so we're just very pleased to be able to offer that to them. On the academic side, we'll know more as the year continues to progress. And we do more formal testing, but right now there's really not any additional information to share.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time, Dr. Walz. These are tough times for everybody. I see all angles on this, and I don't agree with one side more than the other. It's just tough, period, to navigate this.
It is very complicated to navigate, but one thing is for certain: let's get vaccinated, let's mask up, and let's end this pandemic as soon as we can.
Amen.
Have a great night.
Amen, my friend. Thank you. You too. We'll be back.